it's getting cold outside. It's cold outside already for a lot of people, places, and things. Okay, so we're going to be doing lives a little bit later on, around this time or later, because Poca's in the gym. All right. I'm no longer working out outside because it's just too cold. So Poca's in the gym. So it's going to take me a little bit more time to get home so we can do this. Okay, so I hope everybody's okay with us meeting a little later on in the evening. Okay, hope that works better for some of y'all, because some of y'all be at work when I be going live during the day. So on and so forth. Boom, bop, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So this should be a better time. Is there anything else that I need to say before we get started? I don't think so. So let's just get into it. Now, since we've kind of gotten into the quote-unquote last quarter of November, the energy has been very different. A lot of y'all should be feeling a lot lighter right now. You should be feeling a lot more calm, a lot more at peace, okay? Even excited, okay? It doesn't have to make sense. Y'all know me. Things don't have to make sense. But in essence, your energy should be a little bit more relaxed. More relaxed than it was the first quarter of November, okay? And that's because the energies are kind of balancing out, all right? Now, we are currently in a Mercury retrograde, okay? So my Geminis and my Virgos are going to be affected more than anybody, but it's just another day for us, okay? Because y'all know, if you're a Gemini or Virgo, your life is already a movie, okay? So it's just nothing really new, okay? If anything, you should feel right at home with this energy. Now, the signs that might kind of struggle a little bit with this Mercury retrograde would be like some of my fixed signs, which would be my Taurus, Cancer, Scorpios, Aquarius. All right, y'all might feel a little weird, okay, because y'all are fixed energy, right? And fixed energy don't like to do nothing without their permission. They don't like for life to happen without their permission, okay? It's like, I want my shit to be where I put it until I'm ready to move it, okay? But that's just not how this energy is. It's Mercury. So anything could happen, okay? Not only that, but we are officially in Sagittarius season. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to my Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so when y'all celebrate, I celebrate. Sagittarius season is also beneficial to my Geminis, okay? Because y'all are sister signs. So whatever blessings and abundance and prosperity is coming in for Sag is also going to come in for Gemini placements. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have these placements in your big three. These placements could be in your chart somewhere else, in your planets, in your houses, whatever, okay? Don't have to just be your big three that you kind of go by when it comes to what you may feel in regards to the energy that's outside right now, okay? This is why I tell y'all to get your chart and study it so that you know what affects you more than what doesn't, okay? It's kind of in your realm of things more than other things, all right? Today we're going to be tapping in for chosen ones messages. I haven't particularly did a reading for my chosen ones in a little minute, probably in like maybe a week or two, something like that. Don't quote me. So we're gonna tap in and get some messages for y'all. If you don't know if you're a chosen one or not, then probably not. All right, because to be a quote unquote chosen one, star seed, I don't like using the term woke because the world kind of took that and ran with it, so I don't really like using that term. But being somebody who was tapped in, who understands that they're here for a greater purpose and things of that nature, is something that you just know, right? And if you don't know yet, then that doesn't mean that you are not one. It just means that you need to do a little bit more introspection and shadow work and spending some time with yourself and your spirit team so that you can find out that information. But when I say chosen one, you should know that I'm talking about you if that is you. Okay, so we're going to tap in for these messages for my chosen ones and kind of see. I really feel like there's something big coming up. Okay, I can't put my little finger on it, but there is definitely some abundant prosperity type energy that is coming in. Now, we, again, are in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of like luck and good fortune and abundance and expansion. Okay? Sagittarius represents adventure and social environments and, action without a lot of thought behind it. Just taking action, okay? Not really thinking too much about it. Very fire energy. So with all of that combined, I really feel like there's going to be a lot of unexpected abundance. The readings that we did last week definitely confirmed that. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to happen before Christmas. A lot of y'all gonna get this before Christmas, okay? Spirit is saying for some of you guys, there is something left on the table, is what I'm hearing. And what they mean by that is there's something else that you need to see, learn, or know before whatever this is released to you. So if you've been feeling like the last couple of days or even the weeks or the days ahead are a little challenging, I feel like it's positioning you into a place that you're not necessarily used to. Okay? Again, expansion, adventure, right? So if you're being pulled to places that you're not used to, or pulled towards people that you're not used to being around, or energies, or a job, or a career, or a relationship, or something that is kind of like out of the box, don't think that it's a bad thing. Now, use your intuition, because this is not me telling you the next motherfucker you meet, you need to just jump in, right? This is why we have a relationship with our intuition, our higher self, and our spirit team. But for the most part, there's going to be a lot of new experiences that this month kind of opens up. Spirit is also saying be cautious of motherfuckers coming back around. Especially if you're somebody who has been working towards like no contact, or you've had some type of departure with a certain energy like in the earlier months of this year. Okay, somebody may try to spin the block. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be friends. This could be co-workers. It could be anything. I don't fucking know your business. You know your business. Okay? But I just want you to kind of have a heads up. All right? I also feel like if you have been thinking about somebody that you haven't been in contact with for a long time, more recently than normal, or having dreams, I really feel like there are certain people that have been trying to tap into the energy of certain chosen ones. Whether that is pulling on your energy so that you can reach out, you know what I'm saying? You can contact them or something along those lines. Whether that is them popping up on like social media, or, just kind of like weird stuff like, how you get here? You know what I'm saying? What you doing here type shit. Some of y'all may even see some people out and about that you haven't spoke to in a while. Just keep your head on a swivel. Because when we're in Sagittarius energy, when I say it's up, it's up. Anything could fucking happen. You never fucking know. Okay? Good, bad, indifferent. All right? Anything can motherfucking happen when we're in Sag energy. So you really want to lead with wisdom, is what Spirit is saying. Because a lot of y'all are wise enough to know who to fuck with, who not to fuck with, who to be around, who not to be around, how far to take certain shit, and when you need to kind of cut it off and take a step back. Y'all are very educated. Y'all are very knowledgeable. Okay, Spirit said y'all have been through enough this year to teach you what you need to do. Okay, who you need to look out for, and who you don't need to be in the energy of. So you need to remember that as we go deeper into Sag energy, and especially as we close out the spiritual year, right? The spiritual year ending in March, the middle of March, March 19th, March 20th, when we go back into Aries season, which was, signify the beginning of the new spiritual year, right? The calendar year, of course, ends in December. We don't give a fuck about that. That don't got shit to do with us. Okay, that's for humans. All right, that physical calendar, that calendar year, that's human shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't do human shit. We gods. Okay, so we go based off of the spiritual energy and the spiritual closing and beginning of the new season. Okay, which is when Aries season comes back around. All right, which will be, again, March 19th through like the 21st is when that energy starts to shift. All right, let's see what's going on for my chosen ones. Spirit, I'm hearing that song, Patience. Little sister, patience, patience. What song was that on? That wasn't the Fighting Temptations, was it? Was it the Fighting Temptations? Dreamgirls. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. For that to be in Dreamgirls is very, very on target. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That Patience song. I'm hearing patience. It feels like I'm hearing it's not all in vain. Now I'm hearing that part from the Clark sisters. It's not all in vain because up the road is eternal gain. So there's an ending to your period of patience. Does that make sense? There's an ending to your period of patience. Whatever you have been patiently waiting on, there's an ending coming to that, which means that there is some type of gain that you guys are walking into. This season is going to be very fruitful for a lot of y'all. Extremely fruitful. But it's so important for you guys to, Spirit is saying, stick the landing. It's so important to stick the landing. Meaning, just because you're approaching the end, don't mean you take your foot off the motherfucking gas. You understand? Just because you're getting closer to your destination, just because you're getting closer to that end goal, don't take your motherfucking foot off the gas. All right? Because like I said before, for some of you guys, there's still something left that Spirit wants you to get, to learn, to gain, to retain, to understand, whatever it looks like for you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a challenge coming or something bad, right? I don't want y'all to think that. It just means you need to pay attention. You need to be locked the fuck in. You need to be so locked in that you don't miss shit. Okay? Like, this is not when you overthink, because I don't want you to overthink, but I do want you to allow yourself to look deeper into things, okay? Because this doesn't feel surface level. It feels very introspective. It feels very like, if you know type of energy when it comes to yourself. So it's like, because you know yourself, there's certain things that you may notice. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you may pick up on. There's certain things that you may be like, oh shit, that's what I needed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need to learn. That's what I needed to know. That's what I was looking for. Or, something along the lines of that, okay? I'm seeing, like on the Apple Watch, when you working out and you close out the rings, I'm seeing the rings, okay? Some of them got like a little gap in it, which is telling me that the shit is almost over. This is just triple confirmation to what this reading is about anyway. It's almost over, y'all. It really is. But there's it's like there's one more thing to do, or there's something left to see or to learn or to understand, so on and so forth. Understand? I really like this energy because I feel like it gives very like graduation day energy. Like, that's what it feels like. I feel like a lot of you guys will be leveling up spiritually. A lot of you guys, it may be emotional for you. For some of you guys, it may be financial. For some others of you, it may be mentally, okay? For some of y'all, maybe all of the above, okay? I don't fucking know your business. But it definitely feels like a level up. It feels like graduation. You know, like that week before you graduate, and it's like you gotta go get the cap and gown, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that. It's like those final little things you gotta do before you can say, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Take this book back, take this shit back, take all of this. I'm finished, finito. I can walk away and get my little degree and keep it fucking pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. It feels like the weeks before graduation, or the week before graduation, where there's just certain things that you just have to finalize. For some of y'all, this could be paperwork, because I started seeing signatures. Some of y'all about to put y'all signature on something that's really about to change your life. You need to start working on your signature. That's confirmation, because the other day I was scrolling on TikTok and this man was doing signatures, you know, based on people's initials. And I was like, ooh, I should redo my signature. And Spirit just brought that back to me. Some of y'all need to start working on your signature, because it's going to be very, very important. There's something significant. This can either be your actual signature, or this can be your signature. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini. I'm a wordsmith. So you gotta keep up. This could be your signature or your signature. You know what I'm saying? Like in your bag. Like this. When Poca enter the room, they know it's Poca. You know what I'm saying? If I leave the room and they come behind me, they know I was there, because I left my signature behind. I'm also hearing leaving your scent behind. Some of y'all may be playing around with like scents. I'm hearing signature scent, signature smell. Your aesthetic could be, you know, you could be finalizing your aesthetic a little bit more. I feel like a lot of y'all have been working on like your aesthetic, dressing different hairstyles, trying out different colors. I'm seeing the videos of the women. They be sitting in a little chair, and then the little Asian lady put the different colors on their chest so they can see if their skin tone match the shit. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be seeing the videos? So like, you know, if you're supposed to wear warm tones or cool tones, or, you know, bright colors or whatever. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So some of you guys could be getting into your bag of like establishing who you are. Some of you guys may have been floaters before. Spirit is saying you may have been a floater where you just like, I'm just going with the flow, you know what I'm saying? I might just wear this, and I might just wear that because I like it, and I might just wear this. But I feel like you're starting to get more specific. Like, that's me, that's not me. You know? Not even just with your clothes, but also with, like, friends, with the people you date. Like, you're realizing, like, okay, based on the work that I've done on myself, based on who I've become, these are my signature styles when it comes to who I associate with as far as friends, who I associate with as far as relationship. You know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, it could be career. What kind of jobs I get into, what type of career I get into. Finding, you know, that quote unquote signature for you, right? Now, what I will say is this does not mean that you're boxing yourself in, right? Because sometimes you could hear that and be like, well, I don't want to be boxed into just one type of thing. This grows with you, if that makes sense. It develops with you. Okay, Spirit is saying just like your handwriting. Every time you write A, it's always been A, but the way you write that motherfucker has changed over the years. You follow me? Every time you write B, it's always been a B. But the way that you float that and you float that motherfucking pen or pencil has changed over the years, right? So it's like it's your signature, but there's so many different facets to it. And it's so much more that will develop within that spectrum of things. Am I making sense? Because sometimes I could be talking up here. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I need to bring it down. But I'm talking to chosen ones, so I feel like y'all can follow. I feel like y'all follow. Okay. I feel like y'all follow. Okay, cool. Let's see what cards we got today. Yeah, look, how are you being called to step up and lead? I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all are about to be taken to a whole different level. This is a level up. This does require more responsibility. Okay? I really want y'all to understand that this will require more responsibility. You will be responsible for more things. Right? When you learn something, when you understand something, when you got something, you're now responsible for that something that you learned and that you got and that you understood. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys, because you're being leveled up, you're leveling up above other people, which now makes you responsible for those below and beneath you, which means you can't respond the way you used to respond. You can't talk the way you used to talk. You can't walk the way you used to walk. You can't engage with the shit you used to engage in. You know what I'm saying? It's like that overnight success type of shit when you go from being a brokey to a motherfucking millionaire. And it's like, I would love to stay in my hood, but I can't stay in my hood because them niggas steal. And they break into shit. You know what I'm saying? I would love to keep hanging around the same motherfuckers, but they a little jealous now. You know what I'm saying? They may backdoor me or something. You know? I would love to keep coming around certain family and friends, but them motherfuckers be looking at me funny ever since I got this money. You know what I'm saying? It's like very like, because you're elevating, you can't do and be around the same people and do the same things. You just can't unless you want to stay where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do it, but you won't advance to this next level. It's like Spirit is trying to graduate you to college, but you know the motherfuckers that graduate, but then they come back to the high school. It's like, why the fuck is you here? Like, what? I've been waiting to graduate since I got to this bitch, and you graduate and you standing outside the fucking high school. Bitch, go do something. Go get some money on. You know what I'm saying? Go, what the fuck is you want to be around the high school for? Nigga, skedat. Get the fuck away from here. It's like that type of energy. Like, don't be that motherfucker that graduate and then you want to come back. Come back for what? But it also puts you in a place of responsibility where you are more mature than those who you have surpassed. So it's not going to stop them. Your growth doesn't stop people from being people. You got to understand that. You growing, you developing, you leveling up doesn't stop the motherfuckers from being the motherfuckers. They still going to do them. They still going to be messy, chaotic, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They still gonna be doing the motherfucking most and in drama and over here and over there. It's still gonna motherfucking happen. So it's your responsibility, because all you can control is you. So it's your responsibility to walk the fuck away from what no longer serves you. If them motherfuckers want to start an argument, you can't be going back and forth with no motherfuckers. Hello? If them motherfuckers want to get petty, you can't stoop down to their motherfucking level. You can't do that. You can't do that. Not at this level. Not at this level that we entering. Not at this place that we going to. You can't motherfucking do that. You gonna have to let some shit be. And know that your spirit team is not gonna let them get off on your motherfucking ass. You just don't need to be the person participating in the shit. Let them handle it. We talked about this yesterday, right? Let them handle that shit. Some things you don't need to motherfucking touch. Period. Everybody got a dog on their motherfucking team. Let that bitch bite. You don't need to be out there trying to motherfucking go back and forth with people. Okay, be in certain mixes You just don't got time for that. If you want to take and establish your feet in the motherfucking ground on this new level. Now, if you don't really give a fuck about that shit, then do what the fuck you want to do. By all means, I don't give a damn. It's not my life, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make me shit. So it's up to you. But if you want to establish yourself in this new space in your life, you're going to have to act different. You're going to have to act real motherfucking different. And let me tell you, a lot of people not going to like the fact that you switched up. Because that's what it's going to feel like to them. It's going to feel like you switched up. Or you don't want to do this no more. Or you too big for this. Or you too grand for this. Or you don't want to hang out. You don't want to drink. You don't want to get sloppy, pissy drunk. Like, bitch, no, I don't. I like being in my right mind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe me and you shouldn't talk as much as we used to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should turn your TV off. You know what I'm saying? Big Kendrick. I can't get jiggy with that shit no more. No, I don't want to lay around and hunch without no motherfucking commitment. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me no more. No, I don't want to motherfucking be your friend just because we can say we friends. No, ain't no substance around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't call my phone anytime you motherfucking want. This line is for established high vibrational beings. Alright? Not for nigglets. No, I don't want to be around the young niggas. I told y'all already, I'm scared of young niggas. They terrify me. When I see a young nigga, I leave immediately. No, I don't want to be around them. No, I don't want to go to your bars and your motherfucking clubs. No, thank you. Okay? I feel like also a lot of y'all are starting to get more sensitive to energy. So you know what areas is not for you. So if you force yourself to be in the motherfucking areas, you're going to pay the price. Because the nigglets is going to do what the fuck they do anyway. They already expect for shit to be up. They don't give a damn. A lot of these motherfuckers not living for shit. You can tell in the way that they act, the way that they carry themselves. Ain't nobody working to be a better fucking person. So if you are, then you need to be around people who is doing the same shit. And if you the only one in your vicinity that's doing it, then you need to be okay with being the fuck alone for a little bit. Why the fuck am I around somebody that's not growing if I'm working my ass off to grow every day? That makes no motherfucking sense. Why the fuck am I around people who don't see themselves as gods and as royalty and as empresses and emperors and kings and queens if that's how the fuck I feel about myself? We are not equally yoked. And being equally yoked is not just about who you doing it with and who's laying in your bed and smacking that ass. You know what I'm saying? It's also about who the fuck you call friend. What family members you around. It trickles down to all of that. And you got to be okay. I know Thanksgiving is coming up, but y'all need to get okay with these boundaries. Boundaries are the most important thing on your motherfucking journey. If you don't got no motherfucking boundaries, you liable to be anywhere with anybody doing any motherfucking thing. Period. No, I can't go to grandma's house. Because Uncle Jim is going to be there. And y'all know what Uncle Jim did to me. Fuck that nigga. If the family don't understand it, fuck them too. No, I'm not going to Auntie's house. Because she been talking about my motherfucking kids. Fuck her. It's up for every motherfucking body. It is what it is. Now, I'm not going to go over there and force myself to be in the uncomfortable ass environment around motherfuckers who don't fuck with me. It's like going outside and telling the young nigga, up the switch on me, please. Like, who the fuck does that? That doesn't make no goddamn sense. I'm not going to do that. If I got to cook a goddamn turkey and bake a ham and make me some macaroni and cheese and yams and greens and turkey legs, turkey necks, and turkey wings, whatever fuck else in this house of mine where there's peace and tranquility, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad about it. Fuck that. Boundaries are super important, especially on the family tip. I feel like Spirit has been doing a lot of work with people in their families. Because a lot of y'all family members don't fuck with you. And you need to be clear on who the motherfuckers are. Especially before you walk into the success. Because a lot of the motherfuckers who don't fuck with you now, they gonna try to sneak their motherfucking ass into the I do fuck with you line when you bringing home whatever you bringing home and you doing whatever the fuck you doing. They gonna try to skip the line. They gonna try to slide over to the motherfucking right and get in the line and be like, oh no, I always loved you, cousin, niece, granddaughter, bro, bitch. Hell nah. That's not what it's giving. It's not giving switch up. So you need to be clear on who they are now. So you can call it out when shit get to acting real crazy. When you start to level up and you start seeing motherfuckers try to act all nice to you and shit and invite you places. Hold up, bitch. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. The fuck going on with y'all? Y'all hoes cool? You know what I'm saying? You need to be paying attention so that you can regulate the energies that you entertain. And then some people may hide in a corner and just sift your energy. You know what I'm saying? It's the motherfuckers that try to act like they fuck with you. They try to lay real low. You know what I'm saying? They try to, you know, do a little bit here, do a little bit there. But for real, they don't motherfucking like your ass. They just need to take some of that good old energy that you putting out. And the only way they can get close to you is to act like they fuck with you. You need to keep your motherfucking head on the swivel. Okay? You need to keep your motherfucking head on the swivel. Sometimes it may not even make sense why you feel the way you feel about certain people. And you still need to act on it. If you come around certain family members, friends, groups of people, whoever, whatever, and you feel like you picking up on some weird ass energy and nobody else picking up on that shit, you're not crazy. Y'all need to stop second guessing yourself. One thing about your nervous system is locked in with the spiritual realm. Lock the fuck in. Your nervous system and the spiritual realm go together real bad. Real bad. So anytime there's some weird shit going on spiritually, it's going to alert your motherfucking nervous system. What's connected to your nervous system? The hair on your body. So when you start to get chills and your motherfucking hair starts standing up, hello, alert. That's your body trying to wake you the fuck up. Hello, this ain't the place for us. There's some weird shit going on around this motherfucker. That gut feeling, your nerves are also connected to what? Your stomach. What happens when you're doing something for the first time and you get a little nervous? Sometimes you get a little queasy. Your stomach hurt a little bit. You feel like you got to throw up. If you go in certain places and you feeling like that, like they used to be like, oh, I got butterflies. Bitch, you shouldn't have them. You shouldn't have them. That's your nervous system going crazy. And this is not a good motherfucking thing. Think about all the people you done had butterflies with. Did that go well? What the fuck are we talking about? Was that a good experience? Okay, let's take a walk down memory lane. All the motherfuckers that gave you little tingles in your stomach. Did it work out well? Fuck ass no. Your nervous system said, hold up, bitch. There's something wrong with this situation. I can't quite put my finger on it. But I know something's off here. Thank you for the gift. You know what I'm saying? You got to motherfucking pay attention to your body. You got to know your vessel. This is why we spend time with ourselves. This is why we meditate. This is why we talk to ourselves. Just like I'm talking to you right now, you should be talking to yourself the same motherfucking way. Because the closer you are with you, the further them fake ass motherfuckers get from you. Because they can't fake it. But when you don't have no motherfucking relationship with yourself, anybody can slide on in. Literally or metaphorically speaking. And get your motherfucking ass. So head needs to be on a motherfucking swivel. You need to be paying attention this month. And really, as we close out the rest of the spiritual year. Until we get to Aries season, again, March 19th through the 21st, until we get there, you need to be eyes wide open. Period. Eyes wide open. Especially when the shit starts to turn in your favor, right? And these things start to materialize for you in the physical realm. A lot of your manifestations are going to be coming through. A lot of y'all are about to be rewarded with certain things because of the work that you've been doing or whatever the case is, okay? Some of you guys may be getting some type of inheritance. This could be spiritual inheritance. This could be literal inheritance, whatever it is, okay? You need to be paying super duper ooper motherfucking attention to everything around you, everybody around you. You understand? Don't leave no motherfucking stone unturned. Do you hear me? Don't let nothing pass through your motherfucking hands without you analyzing it. Look at this. How can you mother yourself? Again, relationship with self is going to be very important. Now, the beautiful thing about Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius would be more so like the water sign of fire, right? So they're very fire forward, right? Which is action, which is 100 miles in whatever fucking direction. But they're also very watery, very emotional, very sensitive as well. Okay, they're very watery to be a fire sign, right? So if you have been feeling more emotional, if you have been feeling more deeply connected to things, that's probably why, because the sun is now in Sagittarius, okay? Especially when it comes to your connection with certain things that you truly feel deeply about. So your life path, your career, your destiny, your kids, your family, you know, shit like that, right? Allow yourself to fall into the emotions that you feel, because there's lessons there, and there's also, I'm saying like, y'all know that scene on Get Out where he was like within his being, and that lady would like snap the little cup, and he'll like go into like, he'll like fall into like this darkness. I'm seeing that, but then I'm seeing like a fluffy ass pillow or something, or like clouds to fall in. So it may feel a little strange to a lot of y'all getting that deep into emotion, because a lot of y'all have not gone as deep as you need to within your own emotions. Let's just, what the kids say, clock it, let's just do that. Because some of y'all are so detached from your emotional being, from your heart space, that is making it hard for you to go through whatever processes Spirit is taking you through in a more naturally flowing type of state. Okay, this could definitely be for some of you guys, you may be addressing some self-love issues. You may be addressing some emotional wounds when it comes to like parent relationships or family relationships specifically. Some of you guys could definitely be healing a maternal wound, or you know, a paternal wound, depending on who you are and what your wounds are, because everybody is not wounded by their daddy. A lot of us is wounded by our mamas, okay? And we may not think that we're wounded the most by our mamas because our mamas took care of us, so we kind of feel indebted to them. So it sometimes feels wrong to feel a certain type of way about your mama, right? It's like, damn, that's my mama though. I love her regardless, you know what I'm saying? She held it down. She took care of me and my siblings, or just me, or whatever the case is. But whoever you spent the most time around is who you need to heal the most from. So if your daddy wasn't around, I mean, yeah, you may heal some abandonment, you know, things of that nature, but who was you in that motherfucking house with 24/7? Because that's the energy that you soaked up. And it wasn't until I realized that I was like, oh shit, I'm more traumatized from my mother, right? And when we're talking about traumas, we're not always just talking about the big ones that are right here, you know, sexual traumas or shit like that. A trauma could just be like That motherfucker used to yell all the time. And now I got badass anxiety. That's a trauma. Because what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I was a kid with anxiety and I didn't understand that it was anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I was stressed the fuck out. And then I would come home, my mom would be like, you ain't paying no bills. You ain't got nothing to stress about. So now I'm feeling wrong or conflicted for what the fuck I feel. You know what I'm saying? And my mama, she was a little mean. She was a little mean to me. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things are also traumas, right? Or having like my father's mom raised me for a nice little portion of my, like before I went to middle school. And she was just the sweetest little lady. Okay, she didn't do nothing like that. But what she did do is instill fear into me. She was a scary motherfucker. You sound like scary, just scared of everything. Okay, well, think about the worst thing that can happen every fucking day and then be scared of it. And then put it on you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my middle school and high school years and early 20s, I spent in fear of nothing. I didn't even know what to be scared of. I was just scared of certain shit, right? So all of those are traumas. So when you look at your traumas, especially from childhood, don't really, don't close it or box it off to just being these huge things that you hear everybody else talk about. Kind of keep a broad perspective and mentality towards it, right? Because you may uncover and unlock certain things that you didn't know was there, but things that need to be addressed. Things that, you definitely needed that introspection on so that you could do whatever you need to do with it to heal it. Okay? Or to release it. Okay? Felt the need to say that. I don't know, I'm not going to say I don't know why. I know why. Obviously, somebody needed that. But I felt the need to explain it in that way. Because a lot of times when we're thinking about traumas, when you hear the word trauma, you think about like the worst possible thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always like the super, super worst thing that still will have some type of significant effect on you as an adult. Right? Even having parents who were hard on you. Right? Who they could have pushed you to be excellent. They could have pushed you to get good grades and to do whatever else you went to do in your life to be successful, right? But when you're in that type of environment, when somebody is so hard on you, it makes you self-criticize so much more. And that's the trauma, right? You should be critical of yourself, yes, but it has to be healthy. You have to have a healthy relationship with yourself when it comes to criticism. Right? Not beating yourself up 24 motherfucking 7 or trying to be perfect. Okay? Or even, always seeking validation. When you seek validation from a parent, it can make you into a person who always strives to make that person happy even after you left the house. So like for me, I always wanted to seek validation from my mom. So when I would do basic shit like jobs, I would always call my mom and be like, Mom, what you think about this job? What you think about this? What you think about that? What you think about this? What you think about that? How you feel about this? Oh, you don't like that? All right, fuck that shit then. Oh, you don't think I should do this? Okay, fuck that shit. Right? And it turned me into this person who always wanted to make sure that what I did was within the realm of things that my mother thought was good. Which pushed me away from doing what the fuck was for me to do. Because some of the things that I needed to do, of course she wasn't going to like. What I'm doing right now, my mama don't like. My mother's a pastor. Okay? She's a whole pastor. So she don't fuck with this. But it took for me to heal that particular thing in order for me to step into what is my life purpose. Right? So again, traumas don't always have to be these huge things that you go through, you know what I'm saying, where it's physically painful or nothing like that. Those are traumas, but that's not all that trauma can be. Okay, and I really want y'all to, again, when you're doing your shadow work, because that's what that is, it would be shadow work. When you're going in and you're doing your shadow work, keep a broad perspective when it comes to parents, especially, or whoever raised you, because some of y'all wasn't raised by your parents. Like I said, I spent a great amount of time with my father's mom. So even that little piece of being with her before I officially moved in with my mom affected me, right? So whoever household you was in, there's something that we take from it, Okay, so just pay attention to that. For some of y'all, that could be the thing that Spirit is trying to separate you from, or get you to understand, or get you to release before you level up to this next place. Okay, I feel like a lot of y'all have learned patience as well. Like, you're understanding, like, babe, this is a journey. You know what I'm saying? This is a motherfucking journey. This is not a rat race. This is not a competition. This is not a motherfucking I'm doing better than you, you're doing better than me. It don't got shit to do with that, right? This is a journey. And there are so many different twists and turns and ups and downs and rewards and challenges and things of that nature. And the more you feel comfortable, right, within your patience, the better the shit kind of goes. Now, it doesn't eliminate all of the negativity, right? You're still going to feel a little irritated sometimes, or annoyed, or, you know, like things aren't moving as fast, or whatever the case is, right? You're still going to feel those things. That just is what it is. Come on now. Trust your path. You are supported. That girl know what she's talking about. Yeah, it's going to still be a little bumpy, right? But at the end of the day, when you know that there are bumps ahead, right? It's just like when you are driving and you see that little sign that's like speed bump ahead. You still got to go over the speed bump, right? It's nothing you can do, because you're on the road, you got to go over it. But at least you can brake a little bit and make sure that you hit that motherfucker just right so you don't fuck up your car. And that's kind of the mentality behind this. It's given very, like, you can see where you're headed. You can see the signs up ahead. So you know, okay, in this moment, I need to pace myself. Okay, in this moment, I need to relax. I need to rest. Okay, in this moment, I need to go to motherfucking work. I need to do what I need to do. Okay, in this moment, you know, I need to take a little vacation and clear my mind. Okay, in this moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, based on what the fuck is going on, how and what you need to change in order to adjust. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my food from downstairs. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Whew. The motherfucking steps. Okay. Cool beans. 12 pounds up 2 seconds. I tried to hurry up, but my legs feel like jello being in the motherfucking gym. Okay, anyway. Everybody stay. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys have adjusted to the process, and you're learning, like, it's important to go through certain challenges. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us were taught to, like, avoid any type of challenge or bump in the road or disruption or whatever. And it's like, they ain't starting to understand, like, baby, I need the challenges. I need my shit to be disrupted sometimes. I need to go over that speed bump a little faster than I probably would have if I was paying attention, right? Because all of those things are going to help me adjust even more. It's like, I don't know how familiar y'all are with, like, musical equipment or technology or nothing like that. But it's like when you trying to get the levels right when it comes to, like, music in, like, a building. I don't know if y'all ever seen a soundboard. Okay, I don't know. But if you ever seen the soundboard, right, there's so many different, like, knobs and shit, right? And you have to adjust that board to whatever room you are in. Sometimes you got to turn the highs up. Sometimes you got to turn the lows up. Sometimes you got to turn the highs down. Sometimes you got to turn the lows down. Sometimes you got to get the EQ. Sometimes you got to fix the bass. Sometimes you got to, alter the mics. Sometimes you got to turn that speaker up a little bit and turn that speaker down a little bit. Turn it up in the house. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up in the ears. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. You have to manipulate it just right, so that you can do what you need to do and so that everything can come together the way that it needs to, right? Baby, I don't be sound mixing. I just grew up in the church my whole life, right? So when you the first family, you got to do everything before everybody get there. And my family, this is just being in church all my life is how I know it. And I've been in the studio a little bit. Anyway, the point is, right, you have to level that shit out. And there's so many different things you may have to tweak in order to get that perfect, sound, right? Same thing with your life. When you understand that sometimes you got to do a little bit less of this, a little bit more of that, okay? Take this completely the fuck out. Throw that shit in trash and add this whole new element, right? Or even these things out. Balance this out right here, right? When you start to understand that is the flow of how this shit is, it doesn't take the sting out of some of the experiences, but you understand it all together. You get like, okay, this is happening because I did drop the ball, right? That it ties into accountability. Right? I did drop the ball. I did fall a little low. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have called that person. I should have texted that person. I shouldn't have went out with that motherfucker. I shouldn't have laid up. I shouldn't have got my back broke. Because sometimes the experiences that you go through ain't always bad. Amen? It's not always bad in the moment. But you might pay for it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to pay. It's like when you driving down that motherfucking road late at night and you a little tipsy and you know that speed camera's up ahead, but you don't give a fuck. You flooring that bitch. But when you get that motherfucking piece of mail that say, hey, we need that $30 up off your motherfucking ass because you went through that motherfucking speed light, you gonna be a little mad that you gotta give up that 30 or that 50. Or where the fuck you live, it might be a little higher. I don't know. You might be a little pissed, right? But in that moment, you ain't give a fuck. You was fast and furious. You ain't give a shit. Went right past the motherfucking light like you ain't even see it. So, in the moment, things, you're still going to have those moments where you dibble and you dabble into some shit that you probably not supposed to. And I literally was just talking about this with a client earlier. The experience can still teach you something, which means that you still are gaining from something that may have presented itself as negative. Follow me? We don't take L's around here because every L stands for lesson, right? So there is no L. If I go out and I do something that I'm not supposed to do, I'm still benefiting from this shit because I'm learning something. The goal is tapping in enough to learn the fucking lesson. The only time it feels like an L is when you haven't identified the lesson in it. Now, this is not me giving y'all a free pass to go out and be freak-leaks. Tanisha, Tanya, Sandra, freak-leaks. This is not a pass, okay? But what I am saying is, if you do have those moments, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it be a little late at night. And that bed be a little cold. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you may have a little extra little drink up in your system. Too many glasses of red wine will do it. Speaking from experience. Okay? Sometimes you might get a little teleport. You know what I'm saying? A little Don Julio, act a little Fulio. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that Henny might get you in trouble. And nowadays, the motherfucking Mary Jane might make a little something tingle every now and again when you're minding your business. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know we talk real over here. And I would say way more if this was not TikTok. If you know me, you know. We gets down and dirty over here. We don't play around. We don't do no fake ass healing. Okay? Sometimes Mary Jane get to making you feel a little loose. Okay? And you may have that moment. You may have that moment. Okay, you might call that number that you're not supposed to call. You might text that person you ain't supposed to text. You know what I'm saying? You might slip up a little bit. But understand that whatever happens after that is the lesson. Whatever happens after that is the lesson. So if you do call that motherfucker, you get banged out and they do what they do to you motherfucking ass, and then y'all get to arguing like y'all always argue. I bet you learned. It wasn't worth it, was it? Nah, because now you and this motherfucker back arguing like motherfucking Jody and Yvette. Okay? Now it's back chaotic around this hoe and you just got some peace. Right? But sometimes you need that little reminder. Because we are creatures of habit. So if our habits have been a certain type of way for an amount of time, when you out of that habit, you gonna think about it sometimes like, shit, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't called that number in a minute, but it's just a random Monday, and I'm laying around, and I'm just thinking about that motherfucker a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you might try to double back and get your hand popped, and you realize why you shouldn't have did that. And it's all a part of the process. As long as you learn from that experience and you be like, okay, this is why I don't be hitting your motherfucking phone. This is why we stop talking to each other. This is why we don't do what we do no more. This is why you have made it make sense to me again that it's always going to be this and it's never going to change, right? Because again, sometimes we think because we changed, other situations will automatically change. It's not how that works. You may be like, oh, I've been doing so good with my life. I've been updating my life. I've been over here doing this and doing that. So you thinking, oh, maybe they over there doing the same thing. No, they fucking not. No, they're not, actually. They're doing the same shit. Which is why when you go back, it's the same shit. This is why Spirit said, and this goes back to the beginning of the reading. When you start to level up, it doesn't mean the people around you have also leveled up. It does not mean that at all, right? And you're going to have to be okay with detaching from those people. Now, that's from a relationship or a situationship, or we like to fuck sometimes shit, okay? Because we grown. But even from a family standpoint, right? Sometimes your family is your friends. That's how it was for me. I was in church all my motherfucking life. So the people that I seen every motherfucking week, them was my friends. My cousins was my friends. I was always around my aunties. Or my auntie. Well, aunties, I guess. Right? I was always around my of course with my siblings, but I was always around my cousins. We seen each other every fucking Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some Thursdays, some Fridays, some Saturdays, and damn sure on Sunday. And sometimes on Sunday for second service, third service, fourth service, fifth service, your service, my service, her service. God, I don't miss that shit. I don't miss that shit. Just thinking about it, I just feel tired just thinking about it. But that was them was my peoples. We was locked in. But when I started advancing and leveling up, I couldn't be around them people no more because they was on that church shit and Spirit was guiding me out of that. My thought process was too big for them to comprehend. So even me trying to explain it to them, going right over their motherfucking head. Right? So even sometimes you might be on your healing journey and your best friend, you and this motherfucker been best friends since y'all was however old, and you like, yeah, sis, you need to do this and do that, and they just not getting it. They just like, I don't want to talk about that, I don't want to do that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, okay, well, I'm still going to be your friend. We're just not going to talk about it. No. eventually that shit is going to end whether you like it or not, because y'all not on the same page. And a lot of people try to do that. They try to be in relationships or friendships and be like, okay, I'm just going to keep my spirituality out of it. Spirituality is a lifestyle. It's how I do everything. Everything that I motherfucking do got a spiritual highlight to it. You can't get Poca doing nothing without some spirituality sprinkled in that motherfucker. It's just not going to fucking happen. Even me being in the gym, I'm doing breathing exercises. Other people may be doing breathing exercises just for breath. I'm doing breathing exercises for a whole different motherfucking reason. We are not the same, right? When I eat, the things that I eat are for a specific reason. The way that I'm eating is for a specific reason. Y'all just munching. We are not the motherfucking same. The way I dress, I'm dressing like this for a motherfucking reason. The jewelry I wear, I got this jewelry on for a motherfucking reason. The color jewelry that I wear, I'm not just wearing gold because it's gold. No, bitch, gold means something to me. When you are a spiritual being, everything that you touch, everything you do, everything you consume is going to be on the same level as you. So you can't just be cool with people and not mention your spirituality. That's me. I am spirituality. Spirituality is me. There's no separating the two. If you go around a motherfucking Christian, everything they do got Jesus in it. If they drop a motherfucking plate on the floor, what they gonna say? My mother used to do this, right? When she would like drop something on the floor or whatever, she'd be like, the devil didn't want me to have that. I said, girl, what you mean the devil didn't want you to have that? You telling me the devil didn't want you to have that turkey wing? The devil wanted your macaroni and cheese. Girl, it's the mentality though. Anything bad happen, who did it? The devil. She could drop a fucking Krispy Kreme donut on the ground. The devil didn't want me to have that Krispy Kreme donut. Ma, the devil can't even eat your donut. I don't think they give a fuck about your donut. Girl, what? Y'all just be putting shit on that man. That man is stressed. He didn't even do all that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But she a Christian. So everything she do is going to align with that. If something good happened, what is it? Won't he do it? Who is the he they talk about? Won't he do it? Won't he will? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Everything in their being is absorbed and incorporated with their motherfucking belief and who they are. It just is what it is. And I grew up in the church, so my people is churchy as hell. They can't even sing a song regular. I can't even sing a song regular, honestly, because a lot of that is still in me. But we gonna turn any motherfucking song into a church song. Immediately. It is what it is. Right? So when it comes to your spirituality, there is no separating it. If you can accept me as I am in the fullness of who I am, if I have to, take a little bit of me, you know what I'm saying, away in order for me to be a part of you, fuck no. How I'm coming and accepting all of you, but then I'm only giving you 75% of me because the other 25 you don't bang with? No, bitch. If you don't bang with 25, you don't bang with 100. If you want me to leave 2% behind, you don't get the whole 100. That's not how this works. This is a one size fit all. All of me or nothing. Period. And that's how you got to step. Because the right people who are on the same type of time will start to become a part of your motherfucking space. It was lonely at first, for fucking sure. When I'm used to spending all my time with these people and being around these people and talking to these people and then having to set up those boundaries and kind of pull away a little bit, hell yeah, that was lonely. I used to check my phone. I used to go on the T-Mobile app, be like, is this shit on? Okay, it says it is on. I ain't missed no payments. What the fuck? Ain't nobody hitting this bitch. God damn. Do I even need a phone? What the fuck? I start calling random ass people, the pizza place and the Chinese place. I just need to hear somebody's voice on the phone, Lord. The lady like, let me not say that because I might sound a little racist. Anywho, You know what I'm saying? I had to check my motherfucking service. I had to make sure I had all my bars because I felt like people couldn't reach me. But in reality, they wasn't supposed to reach me. Right? And a lot of you guys are getting to this place where you will be unreachable. You know what I'm saying? Many are called, few are chosen. It's not my fault, boo, that I got picked. My name got called. You know what I'm saying? Many are called, few are chosen. It be what it be. Baby, I created my own community. Some of these people know me from Facebook. I created a whole Facebook group. I think we closed out at like 20-something K. I said, fuck this. You know, the Gemini me said, baby, we got to get some social around here. We got to be a little social. Look at this. Cracked open. It's happening for you and not to you. Okay? I love this card. And this is right on brand and right on target for what we're talking about right now. This is all happening for your benefit. Don't dim to fit in at the bottom of the deck. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Is she psychic? Yes, she is. Does she know what she's talking about? Hell yeah. The girl's smart. The girl's tapped in. I'm not dimming my motherfucking light. What that lady said, Tyra Banks on that movie, shine bright, shine far, be a star, where you live, where you are, be a star. Some of y'all need to step into y'all star shine, your starlight phase, your star season. Okay? You just gonna have to accept it. It is what it is. Do you think the people who are in a space of success and starlight, do you think that they thought that they would have to cut all them motherfuckers off? Hell no. You don't know who you got to cut off until you got to cut their motherfucking ass off. So I don't even want y'all to beat yourselves up and be like, damn, you know, I shouldn't have picked these people in the first place, or I shouldn't have been friends with them in the first place. It's like, no, whatever you did, you had to do to get to where you are. Right? Every turn you take has a completely different destination. So all of the turns that you took added up to you being here in this present moment. It had to happen. You had to be friends with fake ass hoes. You had to be in relationships with bums. You know what I'm saying? You had to have them babies. You had to do whatever you had to do. It had to happen, had to happen, had to happen. In order for you to get to this specific place in your life. So don't walk around with any regrets or any hard feelings towards yourself about any of the things that you had to do or any of the people that you had to get away from. Fuck that shit. It had to happen. If anything, when I learned to start thanking the motherfuckers along the way, that's when shit really started turning for me. You know what I'm saying? Them people that lied on you and talk crazy about you and ostracized you and scandalized your name. Okay, you know, pastors love to say your name got scandalized. They scandalized your name, and they did. You know what I'm saying? All of them people, you need to thank them. Thank you for being a footstool. Thank you for being another step to help me get higher and closer to what the fuck is for me. Thank you for allowing me to use your back to step on, to get over this motherfucking hurdle and this hill. I'm so happy and grateful and thankful for you motherfuckers being in position so that I can reposition myself to the perfect place. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. A lot of times we look at it with resentment. Like, damn, I shouldn't have never did that shit. I should have never did that. Fuck that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I wouldn't be this version of me had I not been that version of me and went through those things that I went through. So when I get what I deserve, you know what I'm saying? When you get what you deserve and you finally walk into your abundance and you walk into that prosperity for whatever level you're on, right? You're not thinking about them motherfuckers. That's why you got to make peace with them before you get there. Because who the fuck wants to be at the top thinking about motherfuckers at the bottom? That's That's a waste of fucking time when you should be enjoying yourself and having a great time and loving on the new things that you got and loving on a new version of you and you know what I'm saying, living a viva fucking loca. Not worrying about some bitch that did you wrong 5 years ago. Fuck that hoe. Thank you. Go thank that hoe. I appreciate you for disrespecting me. They probably be like, girl, what the fuck did you talk about? Thank you for talking to me crazy because you taught me value. I learned how to value myself the more I let you disrespect me. The more I let that nigga play in my face, now can't nobody play with me. I done learned all the motherfucking moves. You know what I'm saying? You can't motherfucking play me. Now I know if you move right too right. You know what I'm saying? You go too much to the right, now I know something funky with your motherfucking ass. And I'm going to stay away. You taught me how to be on my P's and Q's. You caught me slipping so many times. Right? It's like when you, if any of y'all have ever took boxing classes, right? And the motherfucking trainer, they got the motherfucking pads on. But they coming at your ass. And they don't give a fuck. They know that you can't block all that shit. That's the point. The only way they can teach you how to block it is to continuously try to hit your ass in that same spot, that same way, until you learn to put your motherfucking guard up. Same thing with life. Sometimes somebody got to keep on smacking you in that same spot until you find out a way to block that motherfucker. And then when you get into it, if somebody else random try to hit you with that motherfucker, you already on a motherfucking swivel. Hold up, bitch. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You done worked so motherfucking good, and you done been through this particular situation so many motherfucking times. You've become a master of protecting yourself in that area. You become so adapted to the flow of that particular situation that you know exactly how to avoid it before it even pop off. That's how good we get. Before shit even pop off to becoming what it could be, we already in that motherfucker like, hold up, wait a minute. Okay? No. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that, learned that lesson too many times. Okay? It's like the little bad kid that jump off the bunk bed and just keep fucking themselves up. Just keep jumping off and fucking themselves up. Just boom, hit the ground. Boom, hit the ground. Just fucked up. And eventually they're like, you know what? Let me just go down the fucking steps. That ground hurts every time I jump. It's never going to get softer. You know what I'm saying? The ground is never going to get softer. So let me just learn how to do it the proper way. Instead of me jumping my little crazy ass off the top, I'm just going to go down the fucking steps where it's safe. Period. Right? Just like there's certain things that you did at 15 and 16 that you wouldn't even dare do right now. There's certain things that I did, and when I say I did them for years, probably from like the age of 16 to like 22, 23. Relentless. Just same shit. Hitting my head on the same wall. Falling down the same, case of steps. Just remedial. Okay, just like, girl, does it not hurt? Are you not broken enough? What the fuck? And eventually you wake the fuck up and you're like, you know what? This shit actually hurts. And this is not normal to feel this pain. Some of us think that certain pains is normal. Because again, going back to childhood, whatever environment we grew up, it taught us that certain pains is normal. Right? My mama used to yell all the time. She still yells to this motherfucking day. That lady just yell. Like, me and my brothers be like, you yell for fun. Like, I think you just like to hear yourself scream. Because there's no reason why your voice should be elevated that motherfucking much. Like, I think you just do this just for shits and gigs. Because, girl, turn it down a couple notches. And it had me in the world thinking I had to be loud all the time. Or the women in my family on my mom's side are very feisty women. Very alpha female, very feisty, very like, bitch, I'm here, make room, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, see me, hear me. Very, you know, in your face. So every room that I walked into, that's what I thought I had to do. My attitude was despicable. It's horrible. It was horrible. Horrible. And I'm still working on my attitude, but baby, I've come so far. Because of the environment that groomed me, that raised me, taught me that certain things were normal when in actuality, those things were, in fact, not normal. And it wasn't until I was put in certain situations or environments with other type of people, and it was like, girl, why are you making that face? I'm like, what face? I used to be like, my face is my face. You know what I'm saying? My face is my face. This is how I look. Oh, that was my favorite line because my face will do wonders. Oh, that's just my face. No, you can control your motherfucking face. Yeah. Stop with the bullshit. Why are you looking at people crazy? You can control that. You know what I'm saying? It may not feel like it in the moment because you're so used to doing it that it's just second nature, but you can control it. My mouth. Crazy. Talking about somebody who would say anything and didn't give a fuck. It got to the point where my family stopped telling me shit because they knew I would take it to hell. My brothers would stop telling me shit, especially when I moved out the house at 18 and my mama, you know, and my brothers were still in the house. Certain shit would happen. And usually when I was living with my mama, I would be right there so I could hear the call and I could turn up. But because I moved out, you know, I had to get phoned in. You know what I'm saying? They stopped telling me shit. They said, no, I would learn about shit 2 weeks later. When the shit done died down and it ain't even fun no more. And if I turn up, I look crazy as hell. I'm like, damn, why y'all feel like y'all can't tell me nothing? I actually felt some type of way. I'm like, damn, like, I need to be knowing what the fuck going on. Especially when it comes to my mama. Like, y'all niggas need to tell me what the fuck going on. Don't be keeping no secrets from me. But my brothers would be like, they call me Nah, right? They be like, Nah, you just be too aggressive, bro. Like, we don't need you cussing people out. I'm like, damn. It made me have to sit with myself and be like, fuck. If I'm getting to a place where people can't even tell me certain shit because they scared of what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say, that's not healthy. Ain't nothing cute about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing cute about being off the loop. Because you don't know how to control your motherfucking self. And because you going off on tangents and you talking crazy. I talk crazy to people. Oh my God. So no fucks given? Poker prior to tapping in? Psh, I don't give a fuck. My mother could be beefing with her brother. I'm cussing his ass the fuck out. Fuck you, nigga. You're not my uncle. I'm gonna call you by your first name. Very disrespectful. No fucks given. I didn't give a damn. But I had to be like, okay, what's more important? Me being this big dog and being all rah, 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 or my point getting across? What's more important? Motherfuckers understanding or hearing me? I had to balance that shit out. Now, does that mean that I'm just going to, you know, be quiet all the motherfucking time? Hell no. Sometimes the niggas gotta get cussed the fuck out. Time and a place. That's what I had to learn. Time and place. And all the time wasn't the place. And all the places wasn't the time. I had to get that clear. Right? This may be a situation where you do need to take it to hell. Because sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know I still got that dog in me. You know what I'm saying? Roof, bitch. Sometimes you gotta let their ass know I will still get you all the way together from your head to your toes. Do you understand me? It ain't never been safe. Bitch, don't play. And then sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? Fuck that shit. Man, that shit ain't even worth my energy. It ain't even worth my time. That motherfucker, look at that motherfucker life. They already suffering. That's what a spiritual mentality is going to have you locked into that motherfucker so deep. That hoe already depressed. You know what I'm saying? All she got to do is go sit in a dark room and in a quiet-ass room. And that's more hell than I could ever bring to that motherfucker. Because some people can't sit with themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to add on to it. That bitch going through enough. I'm just going to mind my goddamn business. Shut the fuck up. Keep it fucking pushing. Go focus on some other shit. Go do something else. And let them deal with whatever the fuck demons they already fighting. I don't need to be the biggest demon in the room. They got demons. Fuck it. I don't need to be a demon today. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne said, devil on my shoulder, the Lord is my witness. So on my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. Sometimes you gotta sin. Sometimes you gotta forgive and let it go. And you gotta know which side to be on when it's time to pick a side. Because some responses can cost you everything. Some responses can cost you every fucking thing. That motherfucker ain't gonna lose shit because they already at the fucking bottom. But you done did all that motherfucking work to level yourself up, and it take that one response to send you right back down to where the fuck you started from. And then you got to do this process all over again. Ain't fucking worth it. Ain't fucking worth it. Now, some motherfuckers, you can reach down and pull their ass up and choke them out real quick and then drop their ass back down. You know what I'm saying? Look them eye to eye like, oh, I am not the one. You know? Some people you got to do that with. But those situations are so scarce or scarce, right, to people who have been on their journey and been focused in. It's so rare that you got to do that shit. When you really start working on yourself, you really start tapping in, you really start excelling and doing more things and elevating. It is so rare that you got to get out your bag. Because you start to realize the majority of everything around you is fucking pointless. The majority of everything around you, these motherfuckers going through their own shit and they just mad. You just somebody that could take that shit out on. You know what I'm saying? You start to look at things from a whole different perspective. And it's like most of the motherfuckers around, they not even worth the fucking breath I just breathed. You know what I'm saying? They not worth me spitting on their motherfucking ass if they was on fire. It's just not worth it. I'm losing more than I would be gaining trying to prove a point to a motherfucker who is currently conditioned to not understand anything. That motherfucker is currently, they don't understand shit right now. Brain rock hard. And you want to go back and forth with the dummy? Fuck no. You got to know who got these rock hard ass brains. You know what I'm saying? Who is not worth your time, your energy, and anything else that you may be giving out. Period. Because it's a lot of them. It's more of them than it is people who you should be responding to. Period. Okay, look at this. Break the chain. You can't fucking make this shit up. Break the chain. No longer doing the things that you used to do. Healing and rewriting the future. Rewriting the future. Doing some new shit. Being in a new energy. You know, taking a new approach. I love when people just get real new out of nowhere. I love that because I'm the queen of doing that shit. Oh, I'll change up a whole system in a minute. Hell yeah. You run me the wrong way, some shit is off, something going on. Listen. I should be a magician the way I be disappearing the fuck out of shit. Now you see me, now you fucking don't. Real quick. Real quick. Don't give a fuck. I've had business deals. I've had partnerships. All type of shit. The minute I feel like that shit is not serving me no more, it's cut. is fucking cut. I'm not tapping into that shit no more. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck how the person feel about it or none of that. I am my first priority. So if I'm at dis-ease, right? Because we get disease in the body, but we get dis-ease spiritually. The dis-ease comes before the disease. So before it starts to take an effect on my body and turn into depression or anxiety or anger, and now I got back pains and can't eat, and my diet fucked up, and this fucked up, and I got headaches, and no, this is no longer serving me. It's wraps. Immediately. Don't take me no time. Once I get it, once I understand it, once I see it, it's done. Finito. Finish. Period. And there's no going back. It is what it is. And that's how you gotta be. Especially for you who are about to get whatever this is that's coming in. You're going to have to stand on the most business you've ever stood on. And it's going to be people. Constantly. The higher you go, the more people try to attach their rope to you so they can pull themselves up. Or try to throw rocks at you from down below to knock you off your motherfucking square and make you fall down a couple motherfucking notches. That's why I said keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure that you're intact with your spirit team. And, before you go to sleep every day or every night, and before you start your day every day, you need to say, Spirit, make it clear to me who doesn't serve me anymore. Make it clear to me who I should no longer be around. Make it clear to me who I don't need to give my energy to. Make it clear to me who can come and disrupt my motherfucking path. Show me clearly the people who want the worst for me and surround me with the people who want the best. Period. Every single day you need to be saying something along those motherfucking lines. People known and unknown. Places known and unknown. Realms known and unknown. Forgotten about and remembered. Because you got to remember, we are spiritual beings. So some people don't like you because of what happened last lifetime. But you may not be consciously aware of what the fuck happened. They may not even be consciously aware of what the fuck happened. But they don't like your ass. Because energy remembers energy. Energy is energy. It holds. So that motherfucker, maybe y'all was beefing 2 lifetimes ago. And y'all didn't got back into each other's space. And you don't know what it is. But you and that motherfucker just don't see eye to eye. May not make sense. This is why you gotta go with your motherfucking gut. This is why we trust our intuition, our spirit team, our ancestors, our guides. Because they remember all of the shit. They understand who the fuck your enemies are, even though you may have forgotten in this lifetime who those motherfuckers are. The shit is real. The spiritual realm ain't a motherfucking game. Last card. Star beings, answer the call, time to shine. I swear to you on my motherfucking life, I've never pulled this card before. I've had this deck for about 5 years now. I've never pulled this card. I've never pulled this card. I swear to you on my motherfucking life, I've never pulled that card. Your time to shine? What the fuck have we been talking about this whole time? Pillar of light. This was at the bottom of the deck. You are rising. You are the oracle. Under that, accessing the divine within, I am presence. Under that, leap first. You go first. The energy will motherfucking catch you. The universe will catch you. Now, y'all see how this card looks similar to this card. This is the I am presence, meaning you, within yourself, within your being. And then this one is called talking about it's your time to shine. if a bitch ever doubted Poca, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because bitches be doubting me. They just be, she don't know what she's talking about. Comprende? Capiche? Understood? What Birdman say? Put some respect on my name. Yeah, all that. And again, this goes back to our conversation we had about that whole being humble shit. It's not a time for you to be humble. Fuck all that humble shit. Fuck all that humble shit. Talk about yourself. Big up yourself. It don't mean that you putting the next person down. It just means that you upping your motherfucking self. Shit. Why can't I say I'm the shit in front of you? Why you feel some type of way because I said I'm the best thing ever that ever happened to this motherfucking world? Why is that making you feel some type of way, you weird person? You know what I'm saying? If anything, it demonstrates the relationship that you got with yourself. You need to be doing some self-work because you should be feeling the same way about yourself. Not intimidated by what the fuck I'm saying about me. The fuck? I'm the best looking person on this planet. That shouldn't make nobody feel no type of way. Unless you don't like you. I'm the smartest motherfucker ever to live. You shouldn't feel no type of way about that unless you don't like you. This is not your season to be humble. This is your season to take it the furthest in regards to you. Now, I'm never going to say I'm better than you. I'm not going to say that because now I'm putting you into some shit that don't got nothing to do with you. But I'm going to say I'm the best. That's what I will say. I'm the smartest. I'm the greatest. I'm the most abundant. That's what I will say. I'm not going to say I look better than you. I'm just going to say I look the best. That's a me thing. Keep it with you. That's a you thing. So every single day, y'all need to have some affirmations. What are you repeating to yourself? What is the conversations that you having with yourself? And if you're not having conversations with yourself, why the fuck not? You and you need to be more locked in than anybody ever in existence. Period. You got to be more locked in with yourself more than anybody. Because everybody will come and go out of your life. Everybody. Your parents, your friends, your children. Everybody's going to start living their own life and doing their own thing and everything the fuck else. But you always got to be with you 24 motherfucking 7, 365. You can't never outrun you. You can't never lose you. You can't never move away from you, get away from you. You and you going to always be together. In this lifetime, and even when you return back to the spiritual realm, you still going to be you. So that is the main relationship that you need to prioritize. And everything comes second to that. Everything. Your husband, your wife, your children, they all come second to the relationship you have with yourself. Because if you're not locked in with yourself, you ain't shit to them. You can't be shit to them. If I don't know me, how I'm going to be a mother? If I don't know me, how I'm going to be a wife? You know what I'm saying? If I don't know me, how I'm going to be a woman? How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do that? How I'm going to step into this role? I can't. There's no way that I can do it if I don't have that relationship with myself and I understand myself. Period. All right? Everybody good? Everybody Gucci? Okay, cool. Use the box below to inbox me if you want information on the specials that I'm doing. I do have specials for the holidays for consultations, advice calls, mentorships, 10-card readings, all of the things for the holiday season. So if you're interested, just put info in this box down below and shoot me an inbox message. You can also click the link in my bio and go to my website and purchase whatever you want to purchase. Shop Pay is available. I did forget to put Apple Pay on there, but I'll do that today. What else? Think. Thursday, of course, I won't be going live to do any readings. That's Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate it, but I definitely go eat. You know what I'm talking about? That Friday, I probably won't go live either. So tomorrow and Wednesday will probably be the 2 days this week that I do go live. Everything will be posted to YouTube, so you can always go back and, you know, watch it. I know this week may be busy for a lot of people, so if you can't tune in, it's okay. You won't miss anything, because I'm going to be posting everything to YouTube like I always do. Just make sure you subscribe there and you have your notifications on, so you know when I post the videos and upload them, so that you can go back and watch them. This will be posted tomorrow, okay? It'll go live tomorrow rising-ish, like 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, and if you're friends with me on Facebook. All of my links to all of my socials are in my bio, so you can click that link. You can follow me on whatever, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of the good shit. What else? I think that's about it. Again, I'll be doing these lives a little later on in the evening now, from now on, because I have calls during the day, I have clients during the day, and then I go to the gym. Okay, and I gotta go to the gym before I do this, because if I do this before I go to the gym, I'm not going to the gym. So that's that. So expect me around these times. You can turn on your notifications for lives if you go to my profile and you tap the little bell at the top. That way you know when I go live, so you don't miss it. I think that's it. All right. Light and love. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to talk about, but it'll be something that we need to hear. Of course, if you're interested in any services, again, feel free to inbox me the word info, and I'll send you all the information that I have available for the specials that I have available right now. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right. Love y'all. Be good. Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.